All right, good morning. We are now recording. Welcome to this morning's meeting of the Mayor's Code Enforcement Committee on May 12th, 2022. I'm calling the meeting to order at 9:01 a.m. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for our April 14th, 2022 regular meeting. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
Thank you very much. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dean. Any discussion on the motion? All right, seeing none, all in favor, please unmute yourselves and so signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? All right, seeing none, the motion passes unanimously at 9:02 a.m. The next item on the agenda is the public session. I don't see any members of the public present, so the public session is closed. Next item under new business is an update from the mayor's office, and I don't see a representative from the mayor's office present. I know we're getting a new chief of staff that the mayor just announced last night, so I imagine it'll take a few weeks for her to sign on. All right, Chris, under public works is the next item. Any new updates that are not already on the agenda?
Nope, nothing new.
All right, thank you, Chris. Jen, same question for health.
No.
All right, thank you. Tom, land use, same question.
Nothing to add, just updates.
Okay, great, thank you. Dean, same question.
Nothing new.
All right, thank you. PD, do I have someone from PD here? No. All right, Gary, City Fire.
Nothing new to report, Chris.
All right, Jason.
Nothing new.
All right, thank you. Art.
No new items. Thank you.
Thank you, and I have no new items that are not on the agenda already. So under old business, the first item under the mayor's office is Wharfside Commons. Have any of you heard anything or have any updates on Wharfside Commons at all? Are there any issues that linger or persist or anything?
I haven't heard anything.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. What do we all think? I mean, this has been on the agenda for quite some time. There are not really any updates, to be quite honest, generally with this item. Do we think it'd be better to take it off or to just keep it on and just keep asking each meeting? What does everyone think?
I would say take it off if we haven't heard anything the last couple months.
Yeah, that's kind of where my head's at as well. All right, so we'll take it off for now, and then if it comes back, then we can add it back. All right, so next item, land use. We have a whole long list of properties. So you want to start with 192 South Main?
Certainly. 192 South Main, that could be closed. There's been several inspections and it's cleaned up. There's no change, so they're good.
Okay, great.
159 Boston Road. I reached out and talked to the social worker that had made contact with the resident. This is appearing that it's going to be a long process, long drawn out process. Still trying to make direct contact with the homeowner. Just keeping it on top of it. So this one will be around for a while.
Okay. And this is the one with the hole in the roof?
Yes. He supposedly is not living in the house. He must be living in something else on the property. But he refused help from the social worker. So we're trying to figure out, I guess, a church in the areas. There were several people at the house from a church that he goes to. They were trying to offer him assistance. So I'm just trying to figure out some of those angles.
Okay, great. Thank you.
212 Sis Street. The notice has been sent, haven't gotten a response. He has similar properties in Higginham, so I've been trying to reach out to Higginham to see if they've had any inroads with the property owner on the properties in that town. See what the responses have been, see if I'm going to get any traction on this. It's several properties in several towns like this.
Yeah, and this is, there's like blight scattered about and things like that on the exterior of the property.
Yeah, it's packed full of stuff. There's cars, trucks, materials. It's very overgrown, so it's not overly visible, but it's definitely visible.
Okay. So you said the notice of violations have been sent. We're just going to work it through the process.
Starting that way, and then I'll see what Higginham's gotten, because the closest one that I could see that he owns as well that's in the same condition.
Okay, great.
All right, that brings to 520 East Main Street. There's been progress on that. It is close to closing, so probably at the next meeting, I'll have that one closed out.
Okay.
And just double checking on what it was. Yep, there was some rolled roofing put on. I'm just keeping an eye on it for it to finish up. 56 Catherine Street. I keep getting phone calls, but I've been out there over 7 times at different hours of the day, different days of the week, and have not seen the tow truck at the property. I realize that I'm not here 24/7, but I have yet to verify it. I know we have some file pictures, but this has been an ongoing issue. In speaking to economic development in the past, they've had issues with this and have sided with the resident at 56 Catherine Street. But his neighbor is consistently calling and say he will call forever until it stops. They do not get along at all, and it's almost gotten physical at times. So I don't know if there's going to be any resolution to this issue.
Okay, so if it's not new and you're not able to verify, when you go out, should we just take it off for these purposes and then,
I think we could take it off for these purposes, and if I see a consistent violation, then I'll talk to him again. But at this point, I can't spend all my time going to that one property.
Okay.
514, 516 Main Street. We had a couple of salons in there,
Mhm.
three tenants. 2 of them are registering with the town. It's a B1. Their type of salon is allowed. Just going to have them fill out a site plan so we could track it. They've both reached out to me and I've provided them with the forms. The third tenant was also doing what they call microblading, cosmetic eyebrow tattooing. Tattooing is not allowed in the B1. Reached out to economic development, and Tom Morano suggested a location in the MPZ zone where it would fit, and so they're working on moving over to there. So at this point, I would call that one pretty much closed.
Okay, great.
You have listed as 8 Liberty Street. It's actually 80 Liberty Street.
Okay.
This is the bodega in the residential zone. They had some spray painting issues on the building. They got tagged up, and they had awning issues. The property owner reached out to me. He was going to paint over the graffiti. We talked about getting some graffiti-proof paint from Sherwin-Williams that's easier to clean the stuff off with because he will consistently get spray painted, he said. So he's working on that, and he's working with the tenant about either removing the awning or repairing the awning. I would say at the next meeting, I should have some traction and probably close that one out.
Great.
203 Prospect Street. I finally got photographs from the neighbor to verify that there is construction debris, demo debris in the yard. I sent a notice of violation with a suggestion to rectify the problem by getting a dumpster. It's increased a bit. I haven't heard from the owner at this point, and no letters have bounced back. So I'll be following up on that.
Okay.
And then 1133 Long Hill Road. He's been cleaning stuff up, taking it to our dump/recycling center, transfer station, whatever we call it here. And I have a meeting with him next week to go over some items to see if he can keep them or not. So at the next meeting, most likely that one will be closed down as well.
Awesome. Some really great progress. That's great.
Yep. And just on another note, after sending out 60+ notices on feather banners around town, I've only got 12 outstandings at this point. So signage is going well.
That's awesome.
Chris, I have a couple questions. Prospect Street, are they doing renovations? Is that where the construction demo is coming from, or are they just bringing it on to their site from somewhere else?
They are doing demo on the house. I'm not sure of their building permit status, but it looks like he is renovating the multifamily for updating.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about. Dean, do you know if they have a building permit?
Say that again, Chris, the address?
203 Prospect Street.
It does. I'm actually at a golf course right now, ready to tee off. So
Oh, man.
I don't have the papers in front of me, but it does sound familiar.
We can follow up with that and find out.
There's a guy that knows how to live.
Man. And then the feather banners or what have you. Now, is there zones that they're allowed, or just not allowed at all throughout town?
Under our regs, they're not allowed.
All right, any other questions? Great, all right, so moving on, we have City Fire, 399 Jacobin.
Hey, can I interrupt real quick? Can I go first so I can get done? I'm sorry.
Well, Dean, you don't have anything,
I
Dean.
don't have anything at all. Okay, good.
You're all done. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you. I'll talk to you.
All right, thanks, Dean.
Bye-bye.
Good day.
Bye.
Chris, 399 Jacobin is just progressing along. The individual, the owners are making corrections. 52 North Main Street, no new news to report other than the extension of time was granted, and we have an inspection scheduled at the end of the 90 days, which is July 20th.
So July 20, you said?
Yeah, July
So
20th.
this was the extension that the state's attorney recommended that we give them for compliance. Okay, so we're working with them and that's what they suggested. We'll inspect when they're done and then continue to work with them.
Yeah, state's attorney's office is involved as well, so they're aware of the situation, and July 20th we'll go in, and if things he's actually the property to be given a full inspection, not just of the stuff that wasn't compliant, but we'll be checking everything at that point, and then going forward from there based on what we find.
Great. And so with 399 Jacobin, so those are the new owners and they're just like renovating the property, it seems.
Yeah, the
Okay.
new owners are making improvements as each apartment becomes vacated. They're doing all kinds of work in there.
Okay. Well, that's great. I mean, that property's needed it for quite some time.
Mhm.
All right. So that's all. Anything else, Gary?
No, that's all I have.
Great, thank you. All right, so that's all that we have on the agenda for today. Anyone else have anything that we have not talked about? All right, seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Gary, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jason. All right, all in favor, please unmute yourselves and so signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, seeing none, thank you, everybody. The meeting is adjourned at 9:14 a.m. Have a great day.
You too, Chris. Take care.
All right, thank you.